Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible, Session 25. As always, let me thank Juice at Master the Game for hosting and playing, his partner in crime Paul at Awkwardly Nerdy, currently AWOL Bill at RollStats, the Unholy Trinity Jason, Josh, and Isaiah, Dustin as 13, and Mike as Special Agent Machio. As always, like this session and every session, it is rated R. We pick up this session with the players heading over to an old CIA contact that Ethel knew from the 80s. Bonnie has to deal with a few agents that are following them. They have to get rid of the bodies. They are visited by a suspicious old woman who eventually rats them out. And then all hell breaks loose. And as a reminder, the contents of this video may be offensive. In fact, you shouldn't watch them or think about them or look at them. And if you've gotten to this point already, you've gone too far.
Dracula would have a banging brothel. Imagine all the kinky stuff there. Born in Russia!
The Rock says that he knows where one of Putin's palaces is that may have the secret stash of cigarettes, because he's all in on that.
That's the one good thing I'll give the Russians. Their cigarettes have a lot of oomph.
They're marinated in cat piss for the most part.
13 says that he is going to go and scout out the palace.
We did find out that Ethel has raided Putin's palace many times before.
Well, I mean, she did get in there to, back in the 80s to help take down the Berlin Wall.
Und wenn es ein Lied dieses Jahres 1989 gibt, dann ist es das von David Hasselhoff.
You know, guys, I think I've got a safe place for us to get a shelter down for a hot minute. It's about 5 miles from here. One of my old contacts from back in my CIA days. We always called him Pachinkev.
More CIA contacts? Haven't we had enough trouble already?
Hey, we're in a hostile city and we need some place to lie low, because all of us don't really look too good if you haven't noticed, Snake.
I look fantastic.
All right, then. We'll get a vehicle and we'll make our way to your contacts.
There is a UAZ 452 from the 60s that would probably fit your needs.
Perfect. It's the Russian love boat.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's like the Russian mystery machine.
Nova will be going with you guys. Maybe she can get a rest. So you go into the back of the Love Shack.
Love Shack, baby!
Is this large Iron Maiden. It does look vintage.
I don't think we want to open that.
Oh, Steve Harris, how you've let yourself go.
Yeah, I'm not trusting that. Come out with a bunch of... I'll be the reverse pincushion from Hellraiser. Can we just push the Iron Maiden out?
No, we need the Iron Maiden.
Why?
Because we're not sure what's in it yet. It could be related to the cult of Stalin. After all, that one guy was in the sarcophagus. This might have the ability to heal.
We should dump it in a ditch.
No, if we don't simply dump Iron Maidens in ditches.
There's other assorted boxes in here. A little bit heavy, and the bottom kind of like gives way. And you open it up. It's got to be 50 or 60 throwing knives.
If anybody gets in a high pursuit with us, we can just start dumping knives out onto the road. I wonder if this guy was on his way to a convention.
This is too freaky for me, man. Hot wax, whips, chains, various toys, all good to go. Not an Iron Maiden, though.
This box, again, is heavy. Looks like the cardboard's gotten wet at some point. There's some dirt and dust on it. You open up, and there's a bunch of hardback books in there. They are all in English.
Is it 50 Shades of Olga?
The book is called The Fundamentals of Brothel Management, written by Bob Crane.
And feeding his ever-growing appetite for sex and making homemade pornography.
And if you look inside, you can see that he has signed it.
You know, the Iron Maiden is starting to make a lot more sense now.
I've never seen one of those in a brothel, but I was going to brothels over in Europe, not here, so maybe that's the difference.
There's another box, again, worn. Looks like it was sitting out, maybe out in the rain at some point or weather. You open it up and you realize that they are like facial harnesses with ball gags.
Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely, yeah.
These are random items from Dead Planet, which is a supplement adventure to Mothership.
We got someone behind us.
Yeah, you're being followed by a 1958 Gaz.
Oh, those are like straight up rip-off Chevrolets.
You can see that there are two people in the vehicle.
Yeah, try and lose them.
For the moment, you don't see them in your rear view. They've kind of fallen back with some of the traffic.
Yeah, pull into that alleyway right over there.
When you get out, you can hear the some kind of emergency speakers going off. Again, it's kind of garbled. Something about state of emergency, stay in place, wait to get the all clear from the authorities. You hear some helicopters go over. You go up to the third floor apartment, up the stairs. You don't pass anybody. You can hear a couple doors lock. Greets you. He is probably in his 60s with a graying beard, very slim, wearing a smoking jacket.
Make my way in with like 4 AK-47s.
Did the CIA ever get you your compensation for all of your help?
He leans over to his little nightstand next to the thing and holds up an ashtray.
Anyways, we're all shot up real bad. You still got that, that good touch with a needle?
He holds up his hand. You can see it shake. Never lost it. Who's your other friend? Who's Blake? What's he? What's his role?
I'm just entertainment.
You might know him. He goes by the name of the Plaid Peeper.
There's no peeper. I'm the Grim Reaper, damn it. That was a misprint on the shirt.
Ah, the Grim Peeper. Everyone in Latin America knows him.
His last girlfriend couldn't stop talking about how awesome he was.
That is true.
Hey, calm down, guys. I don't want to go home with a Russian bride.
If you do not want other people to wonder how such a pretty lady could end up with such a man like you.
Yeah, the state of emergency. So what's going on, Ethel?
A giant creature of some kind. Did anyone quite see it? It looked like a worm kind of thing. Though normally this is more of a Tokyo thing, if I recall correctly.
I'll walk over and slap the TV.
Yeah, I mean, like you turn it, you can hear it come on, you hit it, and it starts to flip, and it's like it's black and white. It's all fuzzy, but it's jumping. But you can there's somebody on there speaking in Russian. Looks like they're selling dinner plates or something, and there's a timer going.
Is that China? You know, we could use a new set.
Grandma, we haven't even been home in weeks at this point. I don't think we need a new set of china.
Yeah, but I got that like toe cracked plates in my old set. I could get a whole new set.
Yes, but the shipping is going to be murder.
He comes out with a set of clothing. I think this would fit the big man. It's my outfit from when I performed Fiddler on the Roof.
Tradition!
Complete with like the fake beard.
Oh, absolutely perfect. I don't think anyone would recognize you, Blake.
That's true. His faces probably will be everywhere.
I mean, that's probably a good thing in Russia.
No, like, you're wanted right now.
I mean, a lot of girls want.
Have to dress up and look good also.
As if they want to find you and take you to jail.
It's not just the women, but the men and the children, too.
Don't forget, guys, we still have the neuralizer.
Yeah, but how are you going to neuralize like 40 people when they're all trying to arrest your ass?
Anyone have a mirror? We could try to, we could do it all at once. It'd be great.
Okay, so stepping out of the apartment again, and you look out, you can see that the car that had been following you is parked across the street.
Put on the Russian military uniform fully and a vest and a Kalashnikov. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Then I'll head down to the car, and the first thing I want to do is open up the Iron Maiden and see what's in it.
Iron Maiden? Excellent!
And you find a brick of Semtex and a detonator cap. It's the size of a car battery.
Excellent!
Oh, Jesus.
That's a huge brick.
That's a good-sized bomb.
Yeah, that's enough to level a decent-sized building.
I would like to stick the brick in the Russian knapsack and the detonator and all that stuff. No, the detonator's going in my pocket. I remember my demolitions do not keep the two things together. Pressure and heat is what ignites a detonator. Yeah, then I'm going to start driving away casually like I didn't see them. Then turn and drive back down so I come behind their vehicle.
Yeah, their vehicle is still there. There's another vehicle, so you can get like one behind it. There's one person in there. You look across the street, and like next to the apartment is another smaller apartment building, and there's two people talking like in the breezeway right in front of the door.
Climb out the back of the van, open the back door. I'm not going to close it. I'm going to set up a kneeling position with the AK, and I'm going to get a bead on the two people who are by the door, and I'm going to wait for a helicopter to pass over.
There is a knock on the door, and the door opens to his apartment.
Ethel just draws revolver and turns around.
In walks an older woman, probably 80, with a teacup. Sugar, oh, is this a play going on? Oh my. Anton, are you getting the acting troupe back together?
Tradition!
I came at the right time. Looks, he's like, oh, this is Mrs. Menchif. She's the next door neighbor.
I see. And how long have you known Mrs. Menchif?
Since I've been here.
Can we trust her?
She's like, I can hear you. Of course you can trust me. I will give away anything about your secret play.
Oh, she's gonna need backup. I guess, Blake, you stay here. You're pretty messed up yet.
That's
Snake,
a good idea.
come with me.
What?
You were bragging about not being shot.
True, Snake.
Let's fix that problem.
I don't go start gunfights in the street. I'm trying to find a disguise.
Like an old sweater and some slacks.
There you go. Wear the turtleneck and khakis.
Yeah, you look very beatnik. Groovy, Daddy, groovy.
It's cool, Daddy-o.
We're not trying to start gunfights in the street. We're just going down to the lobby to make sure if Bonnie needs help, we can provide it.
The minute the helicopters fly over, 2 quick 5-round bursts at the 2 people standing on the street. Then I'm going to lift up, adjust, and shoot the back of the window into the driver's side of the other car with the person there with the 10-round burst.
You see both of them drop, and then you turn and fire and punch out the back window of the car, and you see that guy slump over, and he falls out of view as like blood splatters up against the windshield, inside of the windshield.
We got bodies to move. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Well, now we got bodies to move.
Why do us old farts have to carry the bodies? Why didn't you bring Blake down here?
Because he's all shot to hell.
But he's built for this shit.
Oh, stop complaining. Let's go.
Sorry ass whippersnapper sitting in the room while we're out here carrying bodies and shit.
Bonnie, you look over the 2 guys just inside the doorway. One is not moving. The other one starts to get to his feet, and he's like hitting the buzzer to the apartment.
I point to my grandma and go, and point at them and then go.
Yeah, Ethel. Once Ethel gets that signal, she'll run over to the where the other guys were, throwing knife in hand. So as soon as she can see the one that's pushing the buzzer, she'll whip a throwing knife at him.
Yeah, it hits him in the back, buzzes it one last time, and just kind of slumps over and falls to the ground.
Get these bodies pulled to the side.
Yeah.
So the door to this apartment, the main door opens, and somebody like sticks their head out and sees what's going on and closes it and locks the door.
Ethel and Snake are trying to drag these 2 guys into the alley and looking for a dumpster.
So Blake, you're in the apartment with Nova and the old woman and Anton here. He pours her some coffee and he walks back into his back bedroom. He comes back out. He starts to talk to his friend in Russian, and then he goes over. He starts to use the old rotary phone. The old woman gets up. You hear the door unlock, and she leaves. And then he hangs up the phone, and he goes back into the kitchen.
Did I hear anything he said on the phone?
You could kind of hear his conversation in Russian.
And say, Nova, it's just you and I and Alfonso or something over here. I forget his name. But it's just us 3. It'd be nice to have an extra set of eyes.
I guess. She kind of sits up. What do you want me to watch?
I tell her to try and just go over by the other window and just watch out that window too.
You are a couple miles from the Moscow Canal.
Just dump the car off into the river and come back later.
Sounds like a plan. We might as well put these bodies in the car then, if we're ditching it in the river. I've done this before. I just remembered.
Ethel's going to take one of the headrests off one of the seats and use that to jam underneath the pedal.
So there's nobody in the obvious area on the street, but there's a 2-story building that's probably 20 yards away. You can see the curtain move, like somebody is there, like looking out.
Well, I am in a Russian military uniform again. So I'm going to step out of the car, and then I'm going to look up at the curtain and wait for a few beats to see if I see anyone's eyes pop out.
You see the curtain move, like they move away from it.
Good.
Yeah, Ethel crawl on the other side, start the car, and it's going to go straight to the red line. Ethel climb back out and say, let go of the clutch.
and it just rolls down this embankment, and you hear it splash into the water.
I'm pretty sure that's not the first time a car's gone off that embankment right here.
I believe this would be the 4th time you've actually told me you've done it.
It's a good spot. What do I have to say?
That's so. Well, let's get out of here and find another vehicle to take back to the apartment. Start walking away, and as we start walking away, I'm going to put my arm on the back of my grandmother and say, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
1969. Mercedes-Benz, B66.
So it is locked. It is in really good shape. So for the cars here, that really stands out. And you can see in the front hood where flags would go, but they've been removed.
This is definitely someone higher up's car.
This is the car we want, then. Oh, I so happen to have a hot wire kit including a Slim Jim on me. Who knew? Someone left it right here, as if they were trying to take it when we got here and then forgot it all here on the ground.
Oh, wait, no, it is a 4-door.
Well, you found it in the car before you dumped it in the canal.
Exactly. Oh my God. What convenience. I feel as though I'm slightly less lucky than I was before, though.
It takes you a couple times to get this thing going.
You gotta grab the other wire and gotta pull it down. You wanna take the thick wire and touch it to the base panel.
I've got it. Give one moment.
Then it starts up.
Ah, how convenient.
You do notice that the light from this 2-story apartment comes on.
Oh, time to go.
What happened? What do you think happened?
I don't know.
Walk downstairs to back Bonnie up. She shot 2 or 3 people on the street, shot down a helicopter, all kinds of
Wait,
crazy.
Bonnie did?
What helicopter did I shoot down?
I'm exaggerating a bit for flair, okay? Anyways, me and Ethel had to drag a bunch of bodies because, what else do us old folks have to do but all the heavy lifting around here?
Well, yeah, you should have had Bonnie do it. She's the strongest one out of all of us.
I know, but she was still gunning people down.
You know she works out, right?
Probably as much as you.
Well, more than me. She's stronger than me.
I don't think she works out as much as you. I think she's just talented.
Dude, she is so athletic. Have you seen her do plyometric drills? Oh, my God. She's crazy.
No, I've never, really watched her work out. That sounds like a weird thing.
I haven't watched her work out. I worked out with her before when we were friends.
That's the real reason Bonnie was friends with Blake, was just to use his gym membership.
My own personal gym that she didn't have to wait for.
You're having this discussion. You hear a noise of like a tracked vehicle outside. It's very loud.
Uh-oh. I look out. Do I see a tank?
Yes, you do. You see, it looks like a Russian T-34 tank is rolling down the street.
Coming straight at us?
You're looking down on it, and it swivels its turret to the apartment right across the street from you. You see that there's like 4 figures around it, and they've obviously got weapons. They run over to the other apartment building and are like banging on the door.
Don't shoot, Blake.
I'm not going to shoot. It's a fucking tank. What am I going to do against a tank?
Well, you said you were going to shoot first. I'm just saying.
Yes, at a person. You don't shoot at a tank. That's dumb.
Don't shoot at the people either. Let's just see how this plays out. Obviously, they're looking at the wrong building. We should be safe for now.
Like 5 minutes pass, and you can see the 2 figures who like went into the apartment building come back out with somebody, and they're having some sort of discussion with them. And the guy's like in his like slippers and night shirt and shorts, and he's like, then you see him on his knees, and they're just like whack him in the head a couple times. Blake, then you notice an elderly woman walking across the street, and a couple of the other 2 who are around the tank come running, and we're talking to her, and you see her turn and point directly to the apartment.
Tradition!
Is it the woman that was in this apartment with us?
Yeah.
Is there a back door?
To this apartment, there is a back fire escape.
Snake, this is our cue. Nova, we gotta go. Alfonso, Alonzo, I don't know. Let's get out the back, because your apartment's about to get blown to smithereens.
I don't think they're going to level the whole building. I think we should just go and hide
Snake,
on the roof.
this is Russia. They're gonna level the whole fucking building.
Tradition!
Have you never watched like anything with Russians in it? They destroy shit all the time. They don't care about their own building.
You hear the turret begin to turn.
I start going. I run. I grab Nova and I start running. I leave Alonzo, Alfonso, and Snake behind. I just go.
I take off out after Blake.
Anton is you see him reach into the refrigerator and pull something out like a bag, just kind of shaking his head.
What's in the bag, Anton?
It's my get out of town bag. It looks like a
duffel bag.
Yeah, like a duffel bag.
And he had it in his damn fridge.
It's full of vodka. He's got his vodka.
So this fire escape is basically just a ladder, rusty ladder that goes down the 3 stories down to the bottom, and it's not bolted in very well, and it bends.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just kind of like holding on. It's moving. Your beard flaps in the wind a little bit.
Is it obvious this is a fake ass beard?
Yes.
It's like a yarn beard.
Okay. Yeah, Nova turns into a bat, and she starts to fly.
Of course she does.
So, Blake, you're climbing down, and you hear something like snap, and Silas goes flying past you. Just misses you, but he manages to grab onto the side of the ladder and swings around. The ladder bends a little bit, moves away from the building.
Why are you in such a hurry, Snake? You just said they weren't going to shoot the building.
I said, damn ladder broke.
Oh, I thought you jumped.
Do I look like somebody who wants to jump off the 3rd
I mean,
floor?
if you saw the turret like pointing at the building, probably.
I was going to climb.
Shut up! Just go! Just go! Is Anton following us?
As you look up, you see him. He's at the top at the ledge, and he starts to rappel down like he's got a rope, and he's like going upside down, and he just like flies just like one bounce. He's all the way to the bottom.
Good thing, too.
I tell Snake, I'm not sure we can trust Anton. He made a phone call. The one woman left. I wonder if they both ratted us out.
I know for a fact that woman did. I mean, she's out there talking to the guys.
Yeah, she pointed at us.
Blake and Silas, you can hear footsteps coming from as you come up around the side of the building, like people running.
Is there a trash can or anything?
Yeah, there's some trash and stuff here in the alley.
Is there like a dumpster?
Yes.
I throw Snake in the dumpster and I jump in it.
Now you guys just look like 2 dumpster hobos, making love.
We're in Russia.
You're nice and you're quiet. You can hear the footsteps walking down, and some of the trash gets pushed around, and you hear at least 3 guys talking in Russian. You hear the guy. It sounds like he puts his cigarette out on the ground, and they walk. Where you came from. They start walking down that way.
Yeah, I don't think it's smart to come out of here anytime soon. Unless we hear Bonnie or Ethel, I'm not getting out at all.
And thus began life as Blake's life as a dumpster hobo.
It's a new gimmick. It's method acting.
Bonnie and Ethel, you hear another group of helicopters go by, and 2 of them like veer off towards the direction of the apartment. The rest of them head into Moscow.
Yeah, that's really not good.
What should we do about it? We can't take on a tank. Let me see here. Let me check the back of the trunk of this car real fast. I'll pop the trunk. And do I happen to find a highly convenient PPK general purpose machine gun? Oh, look at this, Grandma. Oh, we might not be able to take
glory.
We can definitely down a helicopter and distract everyone and send them over here if you like.
Wouldn't be the first time I've taken down a helicopter with a PPK.
It's common practice these days. So I'm going to set up above the car and wait for a helicopter to get into sight. Yeah, 10 round bursts with the damn thing.
So the weapon goes off. You fire it, direct hit it onto the helicopter. It starts to spin and is desperately trying to right itself. You actually see a body like fall off out of the side and fall somewhere into the night.
Blake and Snake feel a heavy thud on top of their dumpster.
There you go. Blake and Snake, you hear a smash on the top of the dumpster, like something has impacted it.
Fuck.
It's at that point you hear a boom, and you feel the building move as the T-34 has fired and blasted the apartment building, and you hear shrapnel and pieces of the building start raining down. You hear it hitting your dumpster. The soldiers are just like yelling at each other and running around.
Blake, hand me the neuralizer and shove this lid up.
Okay, I'll do it. I give Snake the neuralizer. I close my eyes and I don't close my eyes. I look the opposite direction of Snake and I push the lid up.
Okay.
And I climb out because I feel like we need to get out of here. And there's no way they're not going to look now.
I mean, if there's a time to run, now is it.
Yeah, and there's like smoke everywhere, debris. So I push it up, I grab my couple things, and I get out and start booking it.
Yeah, as soon as he starts to shove the lid, I'm taking my scrawny ass through the gap before it's even all the way open. Do I see any soldiers nearby?
There's like 3 soldiers running, like confused, and there's smoke everywhere, and they're covered with debris and stuff, and they're just like yelling at each other, and like pieces of the building are falling off.
I yell, "Hey!" And as soon as they look at me, I flash them with the neuralizer, and I yell, "They ran north. Keep going till you catch them."
2 of them just like grab their weapons and just start hauling and just start running. Third one comes like, "Get out!" He starts yelling in Russian and runs over there, and he's like trying to lift up the thing to help you to get out.
Apparently he didn't get neuralized, but he's being helpful.
Okay, so you guys get out. The other soldier seems to be following you, like he's got his weapon out, like looking back and forth, making sure, and he's just like telling you to run.
You think he's just protecting 2 innocent hobos? He's the hobo hero.
In Soviet Russia, even the hobo has a place.
There's sirens going off now, and people are starting to come out of these apartment buildings with weapons. It's like the doors are opening and to these apartment buildings, and people are coming out with just, some of them have rifles, some of them have pistols, all manner of ages. They start like coming out of the building, looking around. You can see that there's this one helicopter that's smoking and making a horrible noise, like trying to stay up and try to maybe land. And you can hear those other helicopters are coming. And you can see people starting to rappel down, and you hear the tank move.
Dann ist es das von David Hasselhoff.
From now on, Blake knows. Shoot first, ask questions later, because if you don't shoot first, you get shot.
In the Soviet Union, everyone has jobs.
It's yeah, he's like yeah, we all are working, and he can see he sticks his eye up to the people and looks, always keeping an eye out.
In Soviet Russia, your friends watch you.
Good. The Rock probably has huge logs that, probably takes a long time to get out of those airplane toilets.
Here it is. It's no big deal.